The Conservatives came out today and wanted some changes to the severance package for auto workers laid off, calling for the government not to take taxes off the severance. Others argue, it's a law and it's a CRA issue, not necessarily the government. What do you think about the Conservative proposal today?
Well, I think we need to work together. This is why we don't need an election right now, is because workers are suffering right now. They're struggling with the impact of Trump's tariffs, and I think we need to work together on ways to support workers. Absolutely we need to support auto, steel workers, and good that the government has put forward some proposals to support those workers, but guess who's being left out? Forestry workers. They put a $1.2 billion package together, $50 million. That's it for workers, forestry workers. So I think about, the mill workers in Crofton right now that have lost their jobs. Right now, BC is 45% of the impact of softwood lumber tariffs, and they're only getting 15% of the labor market adjustment funds. This is disproportionate. Right now, forestry workers aren't getting treated equally with auto and steel, and auto and steel workers should be treated with the respect they deserve and the support they need right now in this attack from Donald Trump and the U.S. government. But right now, we need to work collectively. It's not the time for an election. It's time for us to support workers, because if there's an election, everything stops. Everything stops, and guess who suffers? Workers, especially at a time like this.
On the election issue, it seems to be Premier Doug Ford who's pushing the Prime Minister to do it. The Prime Minister publicly has said he's not looking for an election. He doesn't want to call an election right now. You seem to have some thoughts on it.
Well, I do have some thoughts on it, and it seems to be that, there's a lot of chatter right now, and guess who suffers if there's an election? The people that are left hanging right now. The people that are suffering from the impact of Donald Trump's tariffs. What we need to do is need to work together and find solutions to support workers, whether it be steel, auto, or forestry workers. And again, forestry workers are not being treated equally to steel and auto workers right now. And this federal government needs to step up. People are losing their jobs. They have families to feed, and they're struggling. And we've been calling for the federal government to balance things out and make sure that all workers that are impacted by tariffs are getting the support they need. Right now, British Columbians and forestry workers are not getting treated equally. That needs to change.
So what specifically do you want to see the feds do to make it equal to auto and steel workers that forestry workers aren't getting at the moment?
$50 million is what's on the table right now for forestry workers out of the $1.2 billion funds for the forest sector. That is totally inadequate. It's actually insulting. So they need to step it up on what they're offering. They need to make sure that they're providing what's being asked for by labor. That's bridge to retirement funds, training, reskilling funds, those that are on EI, extending that EI to 104 weeks and ensuring that the EI is bumped up from 60 to 80%. Yes, the federal government can change legislation at a time like this. Would we support fast-tracking legislation that's going to provide better support for workers? Absolutely. Will we work with any party? Absolutely, to make sure workers get the support they need.